Despite featuring Thomas and Friends characters, this video is not targeted or intended for kids in any shape or form, as it contains some immature dialogue and humor that might not be suitable for a younger audience. Viewer discretion is advised. Behind the Smile. I hope it's still around here somewhere. Who am I kidding? Someone probably already grabbed it by now.
Help! Help!
Sounds like someone's in trouble. Don't worry, mysterious engine! Or some other vehicle, or possibly human, though preferably an engine. I'm on my way!
Help! Help!
I'm coming! Oh, I see you! Wait, who is that engine?
Why, hello, Thomas. Long time no see.
Stepney! I can't believe it! What are you doing here? I thought you were in the no longer used character scrapyard.
Oh, actually, I was never sent there.
You too? But why? Where have you been these years? And what are you doing back on Sodor all of a sudden?
It's a long story. If you can get me back on the rails first, I'll be more than happy to tell you about the whole thing.
Sure. I'll go and fetch the breakdown crane.
Perfect. Once your series went into your little CGI phase, I actually returned to the Bluebell Railway on the mainland.
I thought the Bluebell Railway was located on Sodor.
Well, technically it is, but the real railway is located in England. The branch line that I was working on Sodor was simply named after the real one.
Huh. The series was a mess when they adapted your stories into television.
Tell me about it.
So, you just been in England the last 15 years?
Yep, the reason why I came back is because some supplies from the Bluebell Railway had to be delivered here, and since I haven't seen you guys in so long, I thought it'd be the perfect time to pay you all a visit.
Well, it sure is great to see you again, Stepney. A lot sure has changed since you left.
Oh, I bet it has.
Say, since you were living in England, did you ever know about Class 40 being there also?
Yes, actually, I was aware of him being there, and escaping the no longer used character scrapyard as well. I heard he got transferred back to Sodor again, yes?
Yeah, 2 years ago now. He's not the same engine as how he was when y'all first met. He's one of us now. A really useful and good-spirited diesel.
Really? Well, that certainly is interesting. I may have to pay him a visit one of these days. So, let me ask you, Thomas. What were you doing prior to hearing my calls for help?
Oh, I was looking for a gun that I lost at the beginning of last year. A .44 Magnum. Long story short, only after about a week of owning it, I lost it one night when being chased by these two engines. I probably waited too long to retrieve it because now I can't find it in any of the places where I might have dropped it.
Yeah, it would definitely be gone by now, either by those engines you mentioned or some other nut.
Yeah, but I guess I can always buy another one. Just gotta find the perfect night to break into Sir Tom Hatt's house again.
Again?
I mean, nothing. Come on, let's go see our other friends that you haven't seen in a long time. Hey everyone, guess who's back?
Hola.
Stepney?
You're back?
Yep, believe it, baby.
But how?
Apparently, Stepney was never sent to the no longer used character scrapyard. He's been living on the mainland the entire time.
I'm not too surprised at this point. First Bolshrod off screen, then Class 40, then Scruffy, and now you? I wouldn't be surprised if Smudger or Duke came back next.
Really?
Well, it's nice to see you again, Stepney.
Good to see you folks again too. Percy, James, Gordon, Emily, and...
Oh! Hi, Stepney!
Hello, Rosie.
How'd you identify her with her repaint?
I recognise that freckled American face anywhere.
So, Stepney, I haven't seen you since the incident in 2008.
Yes, well, after the incident, I spent the next 2 days blind from the sugar toxic chemicals. Shortly afterwards, I was let off of the show, and that's how I ended up on the mainland.
I never get to apologize to you for the mistake I made, so I'm sorry, Stepney, about the sugar car hitting you.
I would have appreciated it if you'd given me that apology 15 years ago, but I guess I can accept your apology, Rosie.
Well, that's good.
Wait. Rosie, what were you doing in my berth?
Definitely not waiting for you to return, if that's what you're wondering. She was.
Yeah, I got that. Stepney? I thought you went back to the mainland.
I don't do much work there anyways, so I figured I could crash here on Sodor for a few days.
Oh, okay. Did you speak to Sir Topham Hatt about it?
Yep, he's fine with me staying here. I'm sleeping in the sheds at Knapford. So, is it okay if I can hang around you for today?
Sure. I do have quite a lot of work to do today. I could use an extra set of wheels.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
I have some cars to take to the docks first, and then later I have a few more to take to Ulfsid Castle. Between those two, I have to work at the Blue Mountain Quarry while Paxton is being repaired, and then after that, I have to take Andy and Clarabelle out on my branch line.
I could take care of the freight work that's needed for the docks in Ulfstead. That way, you'll have enough time to work at the quarry and on your branch line.
That would be great, Stepney, thanks. I'll head off to the quarry right now. Wait! Stepney doesn't know where Ulfsid Castle is! I'm sure he'll ask for directions along the way.
I guess I'm going to have to ask someone for directions to Ulfstead Castle. Thomas could have told me, though. At least he doesn't suspect anything. I'll try something tonight.
Ah, Stepney! Did everything turn out okay?
Yes, Thomas, everything turned out perfect.
Oh, so you found your way to Ulfstead?
Yes, I asked Gordon, he told me where to go. Magnificent place, Ulfstead is. That Earl guy was quite an interesting fellow, and so was that Stephen. Nice to meet you, Stephen.
Likewise to you, old boy. It's always nice to meet an engine from the 19th century.
What? I'm not that old.
Oh, really? When were you built?
1875.
I rest my case.
Had a feeling you two would meet. Well, I'm off for an early night. See you tomorrow, Stepney.
You too. Maybe sooner than you think. Soon it will all be over.
Stepney! What are you doing here?
I could be asking you the same thing.
Yeah, but I asked it first.
I was just returning something to Percy.
What sort of thing?
A loose rivet. That's besides the point. What are you doing here?
Returning a loose rivet to Percy.
Good to see we're on the same page. Well, I'll be off now. Cheerio.
Bye? Hey, Percy. Do you know why Stepney is going on Thomas's branch line?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Wait, I'm not asking because of what you may think.
Then why are you asking?
Well, it's just... Wait a minute. Did Stepney ever deliver you a loose rivet last night?
Loose rivet? Where did that come from?
I saw Stepney at Tidmouth last night, and when I asked him what he was doing, he said he was there to return a loose rivet to you.
Well, he never returned any loose rivets to me, and... Wait, what were you doing at Tidmouth?
I was just passing through.
Sure.
Okay, that's beside the point. Do you or don't know why Stepney is going on Thomas's branch line?
I don't. Maybe he's helping him again today with his work or something. I'm not sure. I have work to do myself if you don't mind, nosy.
Huh. Something doesn't seem right about Stepney. I knew he was lying about the rivet thing, but how come he's still on Sodor hanging around Thomas if he's been living on the mainland this entire time? I'm not sure if I would get an answer if I tried asking Stepney again. Maybe if I can see Thomas, I can try asking him.
Oh, Stepney! You're still here?
I did say I would be here for a few days, did I not?
Oh, yeah, I just wasn't sure since I hadn't seen you since yesterday.
Oh, I've been doing some work on Sodor here and there, seeing old friends that I haven't seen in years. I still hope to come across Class 40 at some point.
Class 40 lives up at Vickerstown Diesel Works, though he's usually either pulling freight or passenger trains. I suggest you try and find him for when he's free.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Well, I should be off.
Where are you going?
I'm off for an early night myself today.
Are you leaving tomorrow?
Oh, I might. Night, Thomas.
Good night, Stepney. I might.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Rosie.
Was that Stepney you were trying to talk to?
Yes, why?
Well, I've been thinking. And have you noticed anything unusual about him recently?
What makes you say that?
Well, for starters, shouldn't he have gone back to the mainland by now?
The other day, Stepney told me that he doesn't have much work to do, so he's crashing on Sodor for a few days. Sir Topham had approved it.
Okay, but did his controller on the mainland give Sir Topham had the approval?
How should I know? I don't engage in personal business like that. And why are you so curious to learn about all this information?
Well, it's just...
Look, I really can't be dealing with your tomfoolery right now. I have work to attend to.
But I was...
I'll talk to you later, Rosie.
Afternoon, Rosie.
Hello, sir.
What's wrong?
Well, I tried telling Thomas and earlier Percy about my suspicions. If you called them about Stepney being here and...
Whoa, wait. Did you say Stepney?
Yes.
When did Stepney come back? And how did he get back?
What? I thought you knew.
I didn't know crap. This is all new to me. When did he come back?
About 2 days ago. Apparently, he's been living on the mainland this entire time. And according to Thomas, Stepney hasn't been very busy, so he asked if he could stay on Sodor for a few days.
I was never informed by anyone of Stepney's return. I didn't even know he was on the mainland. I thought he was in the no longer used character scrapyard.
So, you didn't know anything about Stepney coming back to Sodor?
Not at all, but thanks for informing me about it. I'll have to speak to him or Thomas the next time I see them. Rosie?
It's strange. Everyone else got repaired in like a few days, but Mike's getting a complete overhaul. Who's doing his work in the meantime? Bert and Frank. While we're on the topic of those guys, let me ask you, why are all the miniature engines apart from Jock's standard gauge? Well, it's supposed to be a reference to...
Thomas! I need to talk to you!
I can find out another day. Yeah, I should be off too.
Wait, no, Thomas, this is very important.
Rosie, I can't be late to the quarry.
Please, just 2 minutes.
What is it?
I spoke to Sir Topham Hatt, and he told me he wasn't aware of Stepney's arrival.
He wasn't?
Nope. And I'll go ahead and admit that I was loring around Tidmouth last night, and Stepney was there. He told me he had to return a loose rivet to Percy, but Percy confirmed that was a lie.
Really? When did Percy tell you that?
This morning around the time you and Stepney left on your branch line.
Stepney went on my branch line?
You didn't know?
No, that's news to me. In fact, before you came to Knapford, that was the first time I had spoken to Stepney all day. He told me he was doing work around Sodor.
Do you think he was telling the truth?
I thought he was. But after what you just told me, I'm beginning to debate if he was telling the truth about anything.
I'm sorry, Thomas.
No, don't apologize to me, Rosie. I should be apologizing to you. Thank you for telling me what's been going on with Stepney. I'm sorry for not listening to you earlier.
Well, that's what friends are for.
I should get going now, but I'm gonna have a little talk with Stepney when I next see him. Thanks again, Rosie. Bye!
Bye, Thomas!
Hello, Thomas. Hello, Stepney.
Hi, Percy. Wait, Stepney? Stepney, what are you doing under there?
I was just bored. I haven't really had any work to do for a few hours, and you know me, I like to keep busy.
Okay, but why are you hiding underneath a structure instead of going back to Knapford's sheds like you're supposedly staying at?
Well, I was. What do you mean by supposedly?
Stepney, did Sir Tom Hatt really give you permission to stay on Sodor for a few days?
Yeah, I told you.
Well, I just spoke to him, and he said that he had no idea you were even here.
I
You lied to me.
Well...
I also know you were at my sheds last night and following me on my branch line this morning.
Oh.
Stepney, I want the truth this time, because all you've been doing during your visit is lying.
I wasn't lying about everything.
But you were still mostly lying. Why did you say that you might leave tomorrow? Why did you even come back to begin with? Have you really been on the mainland this entire time? Please, Stepney, you can tell me what's going on. Despite everything that you've said to me, I'm willing to let all that slide if you tell me the truth. You're still my friend after all.
Okay, Thomas. I'll tell you the truth. Is it okay if I can explain myself in front of Sir Topham Hatt too? Just so I don't have to repeat myself.
I think that's a good idea. Come on.
Is he around here?
He's usually still in his office around this time. Let's go check.
Good evening, Thomas.
Good evening, sir. So, Rosie told you about Stepney, huh?
Yes, she did, and I've been meaning to speak to you about that.
Well, that's why we're here to see you, sir.
We're?
Yeah, I have Stepney along with me. Stepney? Stepney? That's strange. He was right next to me. I promise, sir.
Don't worry, Thomas, I believe you.
I just don't understand what's been going on with him. He's been lying to me almost the entire time, and then when he's ready to confess the truth to us, he disappears.
Let me tell you what. Tomorrow, I'll phone up the mainland controller to ask if he knows about Stepney, and call for Harold to do a sweep across the island in case he's still on Sodor. But for right now, I wouldn't worry about him too much. I'm not sure what's been going on with him myself, but it seems like our old friend Stepney isn't all there. And I mean that both metaphorically and literally.
I could have lived without hearing those last two sentences, but I can't help but feel that you might be right. Once I'm finished making this delivery, I'm just gonna go to sleep. It's been a long day.
Good night, Thomas.
Good night, sir.
Hey, Thomas, are you okay? You seem kind of down.
It's a long story, but for sure, I don't think we're gonna be seeing Stepney anytime soon. Well, you did tell us that he would only be staying here for a few days. That wasn't what I was alluding to.
What are you then? Is everything okay, Thomas? What do you mean by we're not going to be seeing Stepney anymore?
Here's what's been going on. It turns out old Stepney hasn't been entirely truthful to us.
What do you mean?
He's been lying about Sir Tom Hatt giving him permission to stay here, following me to certain places, and when it seems like he's gonna come forward with the truth, he just leaves without saying a word.
That's why Rosie asked me if he returned that loose rivet to me.
Did you tell Sir Topham Hatt about this?
Yes, he said he's gonna contact the mainland controller tomorrow and send Harold out to go find him. Well, we're sorry about what's been going on with Stepney, but at least nothing too serious occurred from all that. Thanks. I only hope that some kind of explanation comes out of this.
Only time will tell, Thomas. Only time will tell.
Sorry that I wasn't able to capture Thomas, Oliver. I couldn't think of anything else to do. They were on to me.
It's okay, Stepney. I understand. But I'm not sure if sending one of you guys after Thomas again is our best idea.
What do you have in mind?
First, we should wait a few months. Doing those schema games and sending you to abduct Thomas just weeks apart was a bad idea. We wouldn't want the engines, especially Thomas, to catch on even further. So I think it'd be best we lay low for a while to give them time to not think about these occurrences as much. Once enough time has passed, I'll alert everyone on our next and possibly last option into killing Thomas.
Affirmative. Hello, Class 40. Been a while since we last spoke, has it not?
What do you want, Stepney?
Did you really think that we were going to admit defeat once the diesels failed and you abandoned our side to join Thomas's?
What? What are you Oh no.
Forgot, didn't you?
No, I'm not joining you guys again. I'm finished with your stupid plan to take over Sodor.
Suit yourself. Get him. Nice work, gentlemen. You two, buffer up to him. Poor engine. I'll see to it that he never says no to me like that, ever again.
Oh dear, this is not good. I best continue to keep a close eye on them to see what they'll do next.